Welcome back to another day in the shop. Got it a cool 88 degrees in here. We're going through a little bit of a cooling trend right now, so that's nice. But shop dogs, what do you think? What are you doing? What are we gonna do today? You guys gonna hang out with me today instead of going in the house? Yeah? Okay. Shadow's even out here today. She's not laying in the house in the air conditioning. So today, we're gonna see if we can't get these doors jammed out and the driver's side jam on the car finished up. Got this one pretty much ready to go. It's all scuffed, ready to go. This one here, I've got the outside all but ready. I've got this area here that I still need to block. I've done some fill with the Dolphin primer, Dolphin glazing, and interestingly enough, I still got a few little pinholes there, so we'll block this and see what comes out with the high build primer shot on it, and then we can get this side scuffed and ready to go. Hopefully by the end of the day, that's my goal, is to get these two jammed out, get this jam done, and I got to go finish up digging the footers on my backhoe job tomorrow. That'll give this a chance to sit. It's going to have to sit for, at least 3 days. I'll be finding some other stuff to work on here. Excuse me. While this is curing, and then I can hopefully get the weather strips on. So that's where we're at today. Hope y'all are having a good weekend, and I'll get this thing blocked off, get you guys set up on a time lapse, get them scuffed, get that door jambs on the body scuffed, and see if we can't get some paint on this by the end of the day. So thank y'all for coming along, and we'll just keep going here. All right, I'm back with a little update. So I started looking at this. It had quite a few little air bubbles. I know that light's gonna mess with us. So what I done is I actually dug them out with my pocket knife, and then I went in and sanded it with some 80 grit. And as you can see, part of it was right back down to the bare metal, but I've got them all sanded out pretty good. I'm trying to think what might happen there. And I probably could have, if I'd have had some of the old style red glazing putty, I probably could have used that. I had some here, but it was probably 20 years old, and I've thrown it all away because I was having such good luck with this Dolphin glazing. So potentially a couple of things happen. This stuff, if you get just the slightest too much hardener in it, it sets up fast. And I mean really fast. This, you can see the little area that I done here. It wasn't that big, but man, it was already setting up by the time I started trying to smooth it. So between the potentially too big a dab of hardener, the heat and humidity that I had going on, that's the only things I can attribute it to. So I took some 80 grit, got me some craters sanded in there. I didn't want to just try to put little dabs of it, because if you've ever done this, you'll know when you try to fill across that pit with your knife, a lot of times it traps air under there. I don't know how you keep from doing that, but it traps air and you still end up with an air bubble. So that's why I decided to go ahead and get these sanded down. I can get a better layer of it in there and see what it does. Some of it was actually filled in with the self-etching high build primer. I might have been able, I had some sandable filler primer that I used on something here. It was a can that I had, and I haven't bought any more of it because I was using this high build self-etching. I might have been able to take care of them with that, but I think this is going to work best. I've got it all cleaned good with my Eastwood pre-painting prep, so I know there wasn't dirt in there or anything like that, unless it came off of my board, which I don't think so, because I could always clean it good with paint thinner or mineral spirits, either one. I think it was just setting up too quick, and I probably got some little chunkies in there. So I'm going to mix up another little dab of it here, not put hardly any hardener in it. Get it spread, get it laid down in there now, and go with that and see what it does. It don't take long for that stuff to set up so I can get it knocked back down. I'm about out of my painter prep, but I've got I ordered me a gallon of it and one of the spray cans that you can pressurize. Those should be coming, anytime from Eastwood. And then the other thing is here in, let's see, today's Sunday, so here, about the 30th, whatever day that is, I've ordered my my sill plates. And so those have shipped. That way I can get those, make sure I got them fitted while I'm fitting these doors. And then I can get going on getting the rocker here where it's good to put those, I get it where it's good to put those sill plates on. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to get the board out here, mix up a little dab of this, and get it on there and see what happens. So keep bringing you back for updates, or well, I'm back with the end of the day update. It turned out pretty good. Turned out real good. And I'm just going to have to be very, very, very careful when I go to hanging these doors. I may go ahead and tape up the edge of these when I get ready to do it, because they have to go in here. That's where they bolt in. But yeah, looking good. Got these done. I am out of my 2K Aero spray again, so I just placed an order for 4 more cans. It'll take a can or two, probably a can, to do these rockers. Once I get the sill plates, scuff plates, whatever you want to call them, to get them and get my pieces added in here where I need them. So I'm gonna need at least 1 can there. I'm still going to have to jam the fenders both fenders and the hood. And when I do these fenders, I have to do down in here where the park lights and the headlights go and stuff. So right now I'm debating whether it would have been cheaper to just go ahead and order. I think this paint, I have to order a gallon of it. Because right now I'm at, let's see, at least 8 cans at $35 a can. So, yeah, whatever. It all comes out in the wash in the end. I've done a lot with those cans I've got. I don't have that much left to do on jams. I think I probably already showed you guys. I got that taken off because I had to build this little piece down in here. That inner, well, splash guard, I guess, what you call it. Well, you can see where it mounts right there. So I had to build that piece for the other side. I got my hood hinges all on, so we're rolling right along. If I have extra paint, I can always get the front side of this painted. This is the lower splash pan that goes on there. I can paint it when I paint the rest of the car. And then the other thing I'm going to consider doing is, typically these cars have a rubber splash guard here that goes in between the car and the bumper. And I'm actually looking at maybe pulling that bumper in a little bit and maybe making a metal splash pan for it back here. We'll see. But that's going to do it for today. Battery's going dead. I'm going to get these things moved around here a little bit, leave the fan going for a while, a couple hours while I go in and round me up some chicken wings and some shrimp and sit down and watch the NASCAR race. So, and thank you all for coming back and staying with me, and we'll catch you later. All right, welcome back to another day here in the shop, working on the 53 Ford Victoria. Shop dogs, what are you doing? Sit. Cisco, you be good. What are you guys doing today? You gonna stay out here with Dad in the garage? Huh? You gonna stay out here with me? So today what we got going, got my sill plates. I'll show those to you guys later. Remember the last video? I got the door jambs all done. They still need to set up for a couple more days to cure, but I got those done. Got this door jamb done, and coming right along. So what we're working on today, I gotta get this over here finished. This rocker still needs some work. This is the one I worked on back in 2006. So I've got to get this closed in. Still got some welding I need to do here. Get this welded up here. And I still got a little more body work on. This was better the other way. Gotta get this body filler sanded down. Get that in there finished up, shaped up. This hole here is where the door for the bumper for the door goes. Like I say, I got my sill plates. I showed you guys in the previous video where now that I've got them,
then I'm going to get this finished off, get these holes where it mounts where they're supposed to be, because I got what, 1, 2. Let's just take a quick look here. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of holes. So I got to get some metal in there, figure out where those screw in, and give me some more metal in here. You kind of see, it looks like there was probably an old screw hole right there. So I think that's about where it mounts. Let's see, I've already got this one bent a little bit the way it's supposed to fit. It's supposed to bend up here on the back. Lines up on that hole right there. And so then I got to come in here, I'll come in here and mark this. Get this where it's supposed to be, get my new holes drilled. Get the final shaping on this right here and this right here. But yeah, that's my goal for today. I got these sill plates, Dennis Carpenter. Probably hard to see in that light, but pretty nice sill plates, scuff plates, whatever you want to call them. I don't remember how much it was, $150 or something, but their ad said they have the original stamps or dies from Ford. So there was another set that was cheaper. I don't remember who it was through. Anyhow, I decided to go ahead and go with the Dennis Carpenter one. So that's what we're planning on working on today. And then the other thing I figured out, I've got, so if you look here, so I got 2 holes down there. Over on this side, I've only got 1. And this particular piece here, I had to make. So I still need to drill another hole. Looking on my parts car, the top one has a plug and the bottom go through. Come on. The bottom one is where the wires go through. So anyhow, I'll get me a hole, get the hole saw and get a hole cut in that. Because basically kind of what happens is, like, some of your wiring under the dash, you got a rubber plug with holes in it and it's not a plug, it's got a metal clamp that screws on here, clamps the rubber plug. So like your tail lights, courtesy light, brake light, all that wiring comes out of here, comes down, goes into one of these holes here, and then goes through this rocker panel clear back to the back. So I can run my wires through there. Anyhow, that's going to be my goal for the next day or 2 at least, is to my goal is going to be to get those rockers finished up. Finished up my backhoe job yesterday. Waiting on the inspections. I don't think they're going to need me over there for anything more. So got the 4th of July coming up. So I get to work on it for a couple days here, and then we'll have the weekend, and then get back on it hard and heavy again next week. Made a little money on my backhoe job, so now I can buy some more parts. So one of the things I want to get next is fender skirts. I want to get a set of fender skirts, make sure they fit on these wheel wells where there's been any modifications. Get those ordered, get them here, and get them, make sure they're fit. right and get them jammed out while I'm doing all this. I just ordered 4 more cans of the Aero 2K spray, the Wimbledon White. I think that's supposed to be here Monday, so we'll just keep jamming along. I want to thank you guys for coming along with me, and hope you're having a good day. By the time this video comes out, it'll be after Independence Day, so hope you all had a good 4th of July, our nation's 250th anniversary. Freedom. All right, I'll bring you back off and on and show you what's going on. All right, back with a quick update. Shop dogs, what are you doing? You guys just run around playing, laying in front of the swamp cooler, trying to stay cool, huh? Yeah, I'll turn it back on in a minute. So just a quick update here. I got this piece done good. Get some more light in there. Got that all welded up. And then I still had to close in this gap over here between the new rocker and what's left of the old one. You know, when these rockers come, if I remember right, and I may not be because this side I done in 2006. Anyhow, I done this one a little different. I got to looking at this and thinking about it and looked at my parts car, and so I showed you the holes in this before. This is where the wiring would come down and then drop into here and go to the back of the car. Well, if you watch my videos on the other side, I knew I had to close that in, but I didn't know how to do it. So what I done is I welded a piece on this side and a piece on this side. Well, that closed it up. I mean, there's still a gap in there where you could get the wires through, but that don't completely close that up then. You can still get dirt and water and junk down in there. So what I figured out is I done this side wrong and I got to redo it, which won't be bad. I'll give me a bar down in there and find out how good my welds are. I may just have to take a thin cutoff wheel, cut both sides. What I did on the other side over there is I just took a piece of 1-inch piece of I don't remember if this is 18 or 19 gauge. I think it's 19. I don't think they had any 18. And I hand formed, stretched, shrunk with a set of body hammers. Got this piece in here, got it all closed in. How much you can see down there, but what I'm going to do now, go ahead and finish getting that welded up, ground down,
sealed up. It's welding pretty good, so I don't think I'm going to have to use any fiberglass or anything. And then I'm going to go over and cut the other side apart and do it like this one. Like I say, these outer rocker panels didn't come with any kind of instructions or anything. The inner rocker, I was able to take and run it to the back of this piece and tie it in. And yeah, but more work, but that's okay. I think I figured out how it's supposed to go. So if somebody's done these before, figured out the way I did, or figured out there's something different or something like that, let me know. But this is going to work. It's got it all sealed up. I'll be able to get my wires come down out of the firewall. And actually, yeah, so same thing on this side. The wiring will come down out of here, down into the bottom one, that bottom hole, and then run back. So I'm not really sure what that, top hole is actually for. Because it's actually above the rocker, so I don't know. But I know that bottom needs to be open so I can get my wiring run through there. So gonna do what I gotta do and make it right. We're still getting closer, so that last time lapse was probably pretty long. I actually shut it off part way through because it was taking me a while to get that welded and ground, and so I'll bring you back when that side is all welded and cleaned up and ready, and then we'll go to work on this side. Thanks for watching. Catch you in a little bit. Welcome back to another day in the shop at Desert Life and Adventures. Shop dogs, what are y'all doing? What's happening today? A little warm again today, isn't it? Yep, a little bit warm. Well, today we got the shop cooled off enough here we can start hopefully doing some work. It was 104 when I first came in this morning. Got it cooled down to 95 now. We're in a heat wave here, supposed to be up in 105, 106, 107, I believe for about the next 10 days. So gonna take a little bit of cooling. Gotta be careful to outweigh the cooling with the humidity. But so we got this all cleaned up. Going to got a spot right here. I need to put a little filler in. Got another spot right here on the bottom of the rocker. I can't get in there to pop it down anymore, so I got to put a little filler in there. I've got my couple of my pieces for going to work on the mounting area here for my sill plates, scuff plates, whatever you want to call them. I've got them in my vinegar bath over there. They've been in there for a couple of days, so we'll see how they look and see if we're going to still go with the plan of using the ones that I took off of this car and my parts car. So today we're going to mix up some mud here, get it splashed in those two spots there, get that setting up. Then the other thing I've got to do is over here, I still have to get a second hole cut down here. While my mud's sitting up, I'll get out my hole saw kit, get that measured, get that cut in there, and then I can start putting the inner fender well stuff back together. That's probably going to be it for today. I'm going to get online and order me a set of fender skirts so I can get them here. Make sure they fit good in the wheel wells. If I need to do any additional work there, I know I've got one spot on the other wheel well I've got to do I still got to do some work on, and I'm going to have to pull the tire off to do that. But I want to get those fender skirts here, get them fitted, get them jammed out, and then here pretty shortly I'll be going to work on getting that roof blocked out and make sure it's all good and ready to paint, because if you watch my videos, you know I've got to get the roof painted before I can get my headliner in, because this big stainless band that goes across here, I have to have that in before I can put the headliner in. Because once the headliner's in, I can't get to the nuts that hold those body clips on there. So that's probably what I'll be concentrating on here in the, hopefully by the end of the week, and getting that thing blocked. What I remember, I think it's pretty good, but pretty good's not going to cut it with a black roof. It's going to have to be perfect. So that's where we're at today. Hope you all had a good Independence Day, even though this video will probably come out a couple weeks after. But we had a good time. Went down to the Rockets on the River at Laughlin and watched the fireworks show. It was pretty awesome. So thank you all for coming back, and we'll get you set up here somewhere and we get going, and keep bringing you along. Later. All right, back with an evening update. Shop dogs? Shop dogs. Hey, is it cooled off enough in here for you? A little better than it was during the day? Yeah? So we didn't get a whole lot done today. Got the front part of this done. I started working on the back part, and I noticed there's a spot in here that I still need to do something with. I got to bring this metal down and curl it under there and finish welding it up. Well, I decided I probably better wait till I get my fender skirts, just to make sure they fit in there, and I don't want to do something now and then have it screwed up where my fender skirts won't fit. So I got them ordered. Didn't get my hole drilled. I may get that yet tonight. Finally cooled off about 8:30 in the evening, and we're down to 88 degrees in here with no cooler. But what I did start working on is I took the pieces that I cut out of these. So far I've cut out of my parts card, and I've had them in a vinegar bath for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. Got them out, got them cleaned up, actually done some trimming around here. And so what I did was I took and tack welded it here in 2 spots where it was going to go. Prior to that, I took my Magnum Sharpie here, and I had coated this here. Take that off now. And then I used my scribe, my metal scribe. It's laying here somewhere. Anyhow, scribed it, got that cut. Left me just a little bit of a gap. May have to take a little more out on this part of this. We'll see. Have to do a little bit. Hey! Do a little bit of fishing to make sure I get that all flush. Started spot welding it in. Got this one back here ready to go. It's going to go about right there. So I'm making this side level with this back here, because I replaced inner and outer rockers on these, so I really don't have anything to reference other than what I got there now. So I'll do the same thing on this when I get ready here. I'm going to do some welding on that front one, This one's got a little bit of thin metal on it back here. We'll see how it welds up. They're not going to be visible because they're going to be under the sill plate. But once I get those in, then I will take and cut me a strip that goes down this whole thing and butt it in here and weld it. So that's where we're at tonight. We'll see how far we get. Nice and cool in here now, so I don't have to run the swamp cooler or the fans, not blowing my welding gas away. So that's what we're going to work on for the rest of the evening. So I'm not going to put you guys through the monotony of spot welding and grinding and spot welding and grinding. If you're interested in that, go watch Bad Chad. But I'll just bring you guys back and show you the highlights. So I'm going to get to work on this and hopefully get done in time to go in. I got the NASCAR race recorded and watched part of it while I was in eating and see what we get done tonight. I'm going to work on it while it's cool out here. Later. All right, part of my update. End of the day here. I got that piece done pretty good. Come in there pretty nice. The other thing I didn't show you is I got this piece done or almost done. I still got to put a little piece in there and a piece here on the bottom, but I was able to get in there. I just cut the plate off of this side that I'd put on there. I was able to get a bar down in here before I put this piece on, this piece here, and I was able to break my welds loose and get that bent around. I had to cut part of the bottom here loose. I was able to get that bent around and trimmed off as I was doing it and got it over here where I could join this front piece. Got that welded up and almost completely closed in. I got some mud on this, got it smoothed out pretty good. Still got a little spot right there. I got to put some glazing putty in. I'll get some high build self-etching primer and get on there and block it. I started working on this back here, but I've got a spot here I have to, hopefully I'm showing you, I got to bring a piece and get it tied in here. It wasn't tied in, it was just kind of hanging down there on an angle. So I got to get another piece on there, but as I got to thinking about it, because I got to do some trimming back to the original lip and get a little hole to fill there, but I need to get that finished up. But when I thought about it, I thought, I really don't want to move anything there until I get my fender skirts and see how they fit, make sure that lip and that opening is where it's supposed to be. So I've got those ordered now. I think they should be here by about the 9th, and then I can double check the fit on those fender skirts. Did I say fender flares before? On fender skirts, and get that side finished up. So that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate you all coming along, and I'll keep plugging away on this thing. That's going to do it for this video. Next one, I'll be continuing to work here on the driver's side. I got my order from Eastwood today for my 2K aero spray, so I'll be banging away on these things and getting them knocked out. So I hope you all having a good one, and we'll catch you later.